know this is not the easiest thing to do by any means, but I'm going to be obedient because I want to not only free myself, but I want to free you in the process. So I'm going to be sharing my influencer journey, but not only that, I want to talk about the difference between influencing in the world versus influencing in the kingdom and what I've learned in the process. Before I get started, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Courtney Hensley. I am a preacher, I'm an influencer, I am an online boutique owner, and most importantly, I'm your friend. I'm also snowed in right now, so that's fine. Let me show you. I said I'm snowed in. One second. This is currently what we're dealing with. Snow day in Texas. So we're snowed in, and I have not really been creating content. I haven't been on YouTube in a minute, but I have not been creating content really. And I've honestly, you guys, been in kind of a dark place, just emotionally and mentally. And so me right now doing this is a part of that effort to fight through all of that. My flesh, the enemy, just different attacks that have been coming in on my mind, on my calling, on my mission. And I'm really fighting to do what I know that I'm called to do. A part of why I'm feeling this way is why I'm making this video. I have been in pursuit of being an influencer on Instagram for some time, and I really thought that that was something that I wanted. And I don't feel bad for saying that. I mean, I think that it's dope. Like, you can get, deals and get paid for taking pictures in your outfits, and brands want to work with you. So I thought it was dope. I didn't think that anything was wrong with it. I still don't. But in the process, I've learned that when something is not what God has called you to, it's not going to feel comfortable. And honestly, it's not really going to work the way that you wanted it to work. I want to say this. A lot of us are not walking in our calling. In modern day society, modern day America is a part of why you're not doing it. A lot of you are called to preach. A lot of you are called to do so many things, start businesses and be teachers and be nurses and doctors and all these different things that God has called you to be. Post office workers, build a post office. Who knows? God has called all of us to so many things, and we are allowing modern day society to frighten us, to scare us, and to make us feel like we're not equipped for the calling. For me, I knew that I was called to some type of platform. I'm not saying that I'm called to have 1,000 billion people following me and I'm going to speak at mass conferences and I'm this superstar. But I knew that God was calling my voice to a direct platform and calling me, my person, to a direct platform. And I just didn't know what it was for. But I always felt this push. And so I wanted to use what I thought I had the push for was to be an influencer. And I went after it. I was taking pictures and I was booking shoots, and photographers were reaching out to me, and I was getting these looks together and driving an hour away to Austin and taking pictures. And I was also still feeling empty. I don't know. I thought that I was doing what I was supposed to do. I'm like, Lord, well, what's the problem? I know that I need to grow my following. I know that I need likes and comments and all these different things from people for this to work for me. And I wasn't seeing a lot of it happen. One thing I really learned about myself and about the influencer journey for me was I was not willing to be inauthentic. And I'm going to share some things about the influencer industry, and I'm not trying to knock the influencer industry. I'm not trying to knock the Instagram industry or the internet as a whole, because obviously that is how I'm talking to you right now, is on the internet. So I'm not trying to knock it, but I am saying that if you don't have it in its right context and you don't have your mind set on the right things, it can become a very huge hurdle for you. For me, with the whole influencer thing, I've learned that you can have a misplaced zeal. It can be the right zeal, you can have it, but it can be in a misplaced area. And a lot of us are misplacing or mishandling the zeal and the passion that God has given us, and we're using it to drive followings and numbers and all these different things. And we're coming up empty. We're coming up short. We're getting depressed in the process of us walking out our calling and doing what God has told us to do. And it's because our focus is getting on these numbers. It's getting on this growth. It's getting on the brand deals. It's getting on the platforms instead of just thinking about what God has called you to do. I have been effective in doing what I'm doing, and I only have 2,000 followers. You are being effective in doing what you're doing, and you may have 100 followers. I love this quote that I saw online some time ago that 50 followers is enough to fill up a coffee shop. 100 followers is a party. 1,000 followers is a conference. 2,000 followers is a mega conference. So a lot of us are looking at our platforms as if they're small, and they're not. If 1,000 people walked into this room right now and were watching me talk, I would literally be nervous. So it's not as if what you're doing and what you have is not enough. Just because God called you to something, it does not mean that he called you to thousands. Let me just say that. It doesn't mean that Courtney's called to thousands. It doesn't mean that you're called to thousands. Whatever, like I just said before, wherever you are being effective if you're being obedient to what God told you to do. But a lot of times, like I said, modern day America and what we see has made us think that this is also how the kingdom operates, and it's not. We already know that we serve a God who will leave the 99 for the one. Meaning there could be 99 of little Courtneys over here, and God could see that one woman over here and say, no, they can wait. She's hurt. We serve a God that is not concerned with your status more than he's concerned with Jesus Christ being known on this internet and in this world. I had allowed the influencer or the internet modern day world depress me because I felt like nothing. I felt like in order for me to be effective, in order for my business to prosper, in order for the message that I have to get across, I needed thousands of people to see, and then I can speak, and then I can grow. But I'm here to tell you, friend, my God has supplied all of my needs. Right now, you see that I'm in a snowstorm, right? We're calling this a snowstorm in Texas. Don't come at me with the comments. It's a snowstorm. It's a snowstorm, period. Leave us alone. But I've been praying for daily sales. I have been praying for daily sales. Do you know that in this snowstorm, God is supplying daily sales to my business? First of all, I'm like, well, why you didn't do this when the sun was shining? Now it's snowing and I have all these sales coming in, but I'm not complaining. I'm grateful because we serve a God that loves to do things when things just don't look like it could be done. We serve a God that likes to flex. I'm being honest. He likes to flex. Like he likes in the movies where it's like the superhero is like, he got beat up it's looking like he got beat up so bad and then somehow he just comes back and you're like, oh, that's the God we serve. We serve the comeback God. We serve the God that's like, oh no, I can make man from dirt. Sure, I'll make a woman from his rib. We serve a God that creates something out of nothing all the time. And you think that he's not going to make what he called you to do prosper because of the internet? Because of a following, because people don't like it. People actually don't like it in real life, girl. They're not just not liking it on Instagram. No, they don't like it for real. They really don't like it, but it doesn't matter. The devil doesn't like what I'm doing right now. Am I going to let that stop me? No, I gave the devil too much time. I spent almost 4 days just sad and depressed and in my bed and feeling like, why are you trying? What are you doing? Nobody likes it. Nobody's going to listen. You look stupid. Just stop. Like all of these things coming into my mind. And instead of me fighting back and saying, no, I know what God's called me to. No, I'm not going to take that thought. Instead of me combating the enemy with the word, I was in agreement. I took those things on and I allowed them to just harbor and fester and break my heart to the point where I was just like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm getting off. I'm getting off of Instagram. I'm getting off of everything. I don't want to talk. I don't want to preach. I don't want to pose. I don't want to do anything. And all of that was because I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at what I think things should be. When I don't see what I think that they should be, I feel like, well, I'm a failure. Well, I'm a loser. Well, why I keep trying? Is that you right now? Are you in that position? Are you in that place? Are you doing what God's called you to do? Or are you waiting for man to co-sign on following you and liking you and commenting for you to go out and step out and do what God said right now? Because if you are a friend, you're in the wrong. And I need you to know that it's time for you to get up, take your bed up, get yourself together. As I always say, put on your outfit, put on your True by Courtney Hensley. That's what I have on right now, head to toe. Put on your lipstick, pull your hair up, put on your gold earrings, girl, whatever you got, whatever you can get to and reach. Get yourself together and know that you are loved, and know that you are called, and know that you are royalty. Don't you ever play yourself, and you better not let the devil play you. You need to walk in what God's called you to do. I don't care how it looks. I don't care how long it's been. I just told you I'm serving a God that is causing my boutique to prosper in the snow, child. The snow. Okay? Don't tell me what God cannot do. I need you to be stronger than this. I need you to know that God loves you. I am convinced that he got me up. He made sure I did not stay down so I can get up and tell you. I could pass the baton to you and tell you, keep going. Keep going. The race is not finished. And it's not given to the swift. It's not given to the fastest. It's not given to the first one there. But you need to be diligent. You need to be consistent. You need to be instant, in season and out of season. And you need to be faith focused on what God called you to do. I hereby resign my pursuit of fame, my pursuit of a following, and my pursuit of likes and comments and man's approval of me. And I give my gift, my heart, my life, and everything to God. And I pray that you do the same thing. I want you to know how valuable you are in the kingdom. The world may not look at you and shine you up and hold you out in the light and say, you are beautiful, you are loved. Look at her, behold her. But God says that, and that's all that matters. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back. I'll see you soon.